So check this out, people. So I am on YouTube, right? And while I'm sitting here, right, watching the, information on stocks, whether it be AMC, whether it be SpaceX, GME, whatever stocks, right? You notice how every time the market crashes or the market tanks, right? Because it's part of the market. Every year, every month, every week, every day, the market goes up and down. That's what makes the market, right? Because if it didn't go down, we wouldn't be able to buy in. What's the point in buying into the stock market if the stock market is always bullish and it's always going up? You can't jump in on the way up, right? You have to get it at its lowest, right? And so when I go on YouTube and then I watch idiots talking about how Tesla's crashing, how the market is crashing, as if though this isn't something that happens every year for the past, 100 plus years since the market has been open. The market goes down, it goes up. And then you got the news stations putting out this fear, right? Oh my God, the market is crashing. The market is crashing, as if though this isn't something that happens every single day in the market. AMC goes up, AMC goes down. GME goes up, GME goes down. Tesla goes up, Tesla goes down. SpaceX goes up, SpaceX goes down. The S&P 500 goes down, it goes up. That's part of the market. What is all this bullshit about? What is all this hype and all this fear that, oh my God, look, the market is crashing. Elon Musk is this, Elon Musk is that. That's fucking ridiculous. That's nonsense, right? The market is supposed to go down. I don't understand how the people who invest their money, right, go on television to try to get information from these newscasters who are constantly bullshitting the masses, right, with their stupidity, their nonsense, and their exaggerations, right? Because it's not like these people don't report the same thing every year, right? Every year, you got this fear mongering from the news stations about the market, right? You got this fear as if though the world is going to collapse when the market is supposed to go down. It's supposed to. This is why people like me are able to jump in. This is what I've been waiting for. I have puts on SpaceX for $65, right? For July 17th. I have puts on AMC for 50 cents, $1.50. I also have calls on AMC for $6, right? I have puts on USO oil stocks, right? Because the stock market is going in the reverse than what we want, right? We want the market to go up. So we bet that it's going to go up. But the majority of us, when we see the market going down, instead of capitalizing on that and betting that the market is going down, we only assume that there's money to be made in the market when the market is going up. No one uses common sense and understands that there's money to be made when the market is going down. Because just like you believe a stock is going up and you believe a stock is going down, if you believe the stock is going down, then bet against it. Buy puts on it. Hedge. Hedging is when you buy shares, you buy calls, and you buy puts. If the stock trades sideways, you don't lose anything. If the stock goes up, so what? You lose a put, but you gain on a call. It balances out. You don't lose nothing. You don't make much, but you don't lose anything. And that's how you play the market. The whole nonsense about the market crashing and people not being able to make money is ridiculous. Those who don't make money in the market are those who watch YouTubers like Marantz Rants, like Trace Trades, like all these fucking idiots on YouTube who are giving out financial stock information and know nothing about what's going on in the market, right? Because if you knew the market, you know that there's both ways to play it, right? For those who are investing long term, you invest into stocks that pay dividends. And for those who are trading, then you know when to jump in and out. You know when to short a stock and you know when to be bullish on a stock. And so this whole nonsense about the market crashing and how devastating and how bad this is and how SpaceX is causing the market to crash, and because it's tanking, the other stocks are following. Who gives a fuck? It's supposed to be that way so that I can jump back into SpaceX at a much lower price and average down, right? So people, grow up. Get off YouTube when it comes to the market. Stop watching the news, right? You can do your own research, whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on your phone, on your laptop, your computer, TV, whatever. But in the end, you have to follow the patterns because patterns don't lie. So people, get your money on the way up and get your money on the way down. The market is an opportunity for those to make money, right? When you want to sell a car, when you want to sell a product, you don't want to sell it for the same price you paid. You want to double your money, at least 100%, right? So you want to get the car at its cheapest so that you can get the biggest return. And so when the market tanks, that's an opportunity for people to buy in at a low price, because we know the stock is going to go up like they always do, and then they're going to go down like they always do. In the end, people, you got to grow the fuck up and get your money. Get off this AMC to the moon nonsense. Get off this GME to the moon nonsense that this idiot Morantz Rants has been feeding the masses for 5 years. He actually made a video the other day talking about how he's been on YouTube for 5 years. And if you go back to his YouTube videos, you will find how he spoke about this, how he spoke about that, and how he predicted this and predicted that, right? But did he predict that GME was going to be at the price that it is today? Because the last time GME spiked, I was in the Philippines and it went up to $84 a share, and people FOMO'd in at that price. $85 a share. Since then, it hasn't gone up to $30 a share. So the majority of people who bought into that bullshit stock are stuck, right? And this is what happens when you follow YouTubers rather than following patterns. This is what happens when you don't understand how the market works. It works on the way up and it works on the way down. So in the end, people, be smart, grow the fuck up, stop watching these YouTubers and get your money.